literally operate solo. So we don't have an infrastructure. We don't have support system. If you make it, you make it. If you don't, you fall.
On a film festival, yes, they actually invited me a year or two ago to speak to their students when I was shooting Masquerades of Aniedo in Ibadan. So with the festivals, they're trying.
Yeah.
They're trying. Festivals, exhibitors, distributors, zero. Come and meet me. You know where I am now. And I only try. No, they're not trying. Let's call it spade.
And also because we are in a space where we have, if you want to do cinema film, there's almost a pool of people.
Yes.
So in your mind, you think we have so much. We
Whether
don't
it's actors
have
or writers
actors,
or
writers.
The whole.
You cannot build an industry with only 5 people being the best of the best.
Hi, I'm Femi D. Ogunsanwo, TV showrunner and executive producer, sometimes filmmaker, film director, producer.
Hi, my name is Bolaji Ogunmola, actor, producer, executive producer. There's no sometime there. And this is the State of Nollywood Industry Table Talk.
Brought to you by Shock.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having us.
Okay, so first off, I'm going to start with JJC Skills. We're like the hottest filmmaker in town right now.
Right now.
So tell me, what have you been working on and why are you hot? Right.
Okay, I'm hot because yeah, right now my current project is, I'll say boldly, the best action film from Nollywood, Hakeem Seeking Justice, out on the 1st of August. Fire.
Amazing.
Fire.
Amazing.
Also, because I saw the trailer and I think it was well, like the action sequences was good, and I heard reviews at the premiere was.
I'm so glad that everyone that came left absolutely excited, and all the review I've been getting so far is 10, 10, 10. So I think I got 1 8. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the audience would say, but
Awesome.
I did my groundwork.
Awesome. I have Bolaji Ogunmola,
Hi.
founder of Bolaji Ogunmola Company.
Yes, the Ogunmola Company.
The Ogunmola Company.
Yes.
How are you? And how
I'm blessed. I'm good.
What have you been doing in the past 6 months?
A lot. TOC is on YouTube.
Yes.
Bolaji Ogunmola TV. We have a film out in cinemas very soon as well. Ginger is out soon. And we have a bit of collaboration with also Ebonela TV. This is coming. There's a lot of interesting things that are going to happen next couple of months.
Awesome. Well done.
Thank you.
Director Femi, or rather showrunner.
Showrunner.
Yes, let's break it down.
Showrunner.
Showrunner.
Boss of bosses.
Thank you for having me.
What have you been working on?
Well, we're in pre-production on something I cannot talk about yet.
Right.
But it's a long form series. Earlier this year, the finale of our show, Omera, ended its first run on African Magic, and it's on Showmax now for anybody who wants to watch it all 130 episodes.
Awesome. And what else have you been working on?
Well, I have films that have been made.
Of course you have films.
I have films that were meant to go direct to streaming, but let's not go into that story yet.
Yeah.
Whether or not they will go into cinemas, I'm waiting for the cinema people to let me know when they're ready.
Awesome. So the very first skill I'm going to ask my guests to grade the industry on is in terms of infrastructure and production capacity. How would you grade the industry in terms of the studios, equipment availability, technical resources, as well as the quality of post-production facilities that we have? And finally, the competence of the production houses in Nollywood. Guests, please take your cards.
So you guys are taking all
because I mean,
Yeah, I'm here.
let me give it to you.
Nah.
Uncle Femi.
Why?
I can borrow. Yeah, here we go.
We all agree.
We all agree. Halfway.
Well, within 2 and 3. Why?
No, because
I couldn't find anything.
Exactly.
Share your thoughts with me.
On what?
On 3 and 2 and grading the industry in terms of like where are we in terms of infrastructure and production?
So it's an interesting question because Nollywood, in my opinion, right? If you're a big fan of Game of Thrones, Nollywood feels like Westeros, where everything is somewhat different. The people who are making projects commissioned, right? Whether you are commissioned for Showmax, whether you're making Showmax commission work, or Mnet commission work, Practical Magic, or you're commissioning for other streaming platforms, or you're commissioning for people who have not even announced yet that they are commissioner, right? And they're already working. They would all pick, as I did. I went for a 4. They will go for a 4, right? They may pick a 3. Do you get? Now, that's one. The group that are solely doing things for YouTube, as much as I love a lot of the YouTube films I've seen, right? Because they're story driven.
Yeah.
They're story driven, right? And we are an industry that is our bedrock story. I'm sure on a story that moves it. You can't. There's no amount of camera movements you want to do. Nobody get to watch 130 episodes show with you camera movement. So the guys that are primarily story driven and have to watch their budgets, right? The money they are spending is still out of that money that they're going to use to pay school fees, pay rents, pay anything, right? They would probably pick a 2 or a 1. She gets. So then there are those who are making films that are going straight to cinema, right? And or their films, they want to sell it to big budgets. The goal is to sell it to a big budget streaming platform.
Right.
Okay. Now I have a few films in waiting for that. If you ask me about that, I'm going to probably pick a 5 because all the equipment that I needed to make it, right? All right. However expensive the lenses I used, however expensive the camera is, I used, and those guys are doing that too. So it depends on
the POV.
Yes. Hence why I was looking for the 3, but
awesome.
Yeah.
It's very bad to go after, and I'll say this: you cannot develop infrastructure if you don't have a film. You don't have a studio. It is impossible for us to do as much scale. I call it room and parlor film that we're making, even in cinemas that we are saying. It's still room and parlor. People that try to do a bit more and people that do maybe the bigger ones, the street, the gangs, or whatever it is. But it's still inside, it's still confined and contained. And and cinema is an experience. How do you create experience if you are contained?
Okay, so for me, I feel like we don't have an infrastructure.
We don't.
Right, we don't. We operate like Nigerians, solo. You get your own generator, you get your own borehole, you literally operate solo. So we don't have an infrastructure, we don't have support system. If you make it, you make it. If you don't, you fall. So that's one.
For your film, how did you even go push through from production, pre-production, production and post-production for an action film that you are part of?
Actually, on purpose, because it was too intricate. There's so many moving parts. So I actually had to take time. I shot the film before I shot the film. So I shot the film with actors, upcoming actors. I got stunt actors to do all the moves, did the whole movie, edited the whole movie, watched the whole movie and said, okay, I don't like this part, change this part. Then I delivered all the action parts to the actors, got them to watch it. Then I went and rehearsed them individually, then got them all together to now to rehearse together. So yes, I did it the Hollywood way, which is pre-production. Normally in Hollywood, when they want to do a huge action movie, what they would do is they would do an animation of the whole movie. Or
like a mood board or like whatever.
Not even a mood board. They will shoot the whole movie in animation. I've seen some those Avengers movies and stuff like that, but I've seen them in animated version.
Wow.
So I did the same thing, but instead I use our own, our small cameras, and I did the same thing. So I think that's how it is, and that brings me to the point of no infrastructure. In other words, there's no way you can go for editing. There's no way you can go for After Effects. There's all these things are run individually.
Did you edit Hakeem Justice here in Nigeria?
Of course, Ibalamala. It's only Nigeria that we have. I'm not going to take an edit from here and edit it. Editing is the minute problem I have when it comes to doing this project. And editing is not a problem because I have my own editing suite. Anybody that's making a movie must have theirs. If not, you are running into debt getting an editor.
Yeah.
After Effects, I was heavily part of it.
One DC doing After Effects.
Do everything.
Literally, I know I have an editor that is doing After Effects, but I'm talking about I have to be behind him, like breathing down his neck, like, no, change that, no. Because again, it's all individuals. So you have to follow up and yeah.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
one man army.
Number two,
It's crazy.
in terms of the pillar of the industry is talent and creative development. So how would you rate the industry in terms of access and trading of actors, writers, directors, and cinematographers? Access to film workshops and trainings, as well as support for screenwriting and storytelling culture. Please take your card.
As a whole.
As a whole,
Woo!
I'm very happy with this number.
As a whole, Abi.
You want to?
No, you covered mine as well.
No, now, Bolaji, why are you always like this?
No, as a
Stay
whole.
behind
As a
your
whole.
chair.
As a whole.
Okay, I'll give.
As a whole. As a whole.
I want to start with you.
Yes, and I was very passionate about it because this thing that he said about having to be a one-man mopo, have also every producer on every level. It is such a chore to find competent people. There are so many people that are looking for work, but not enough people that can do the work. Excellence is so far away from our industry, and it bothers me a lot. And I'm talking from a woman that does small scale, at least, and I've done big scale, yes. But you literally have to do everything. And having to carry that much burden as a producer is painful. Because it is you can't go to the streamers or the audience and say, oh, it's my editor that messed up.
Hey.
Or it is the set designer that did not get the mood board. Or the costumier they did not understand. Or they sent me another thing. Because if the costumier, and it is a ripple effect, for everything that goes wrong on the production set, the producer suffers it. The production suffers it because you lose money. And who is in debt? The producer.
Thank you very much. JJC.
So, support for talent, you said.
Actor.
Mhm.
Competence of actors, writers, directors, cinematographer. Support for storytelling culture and creative development.
Okay. I don't know. Should I say two? Or should I first say four? Because I'm your question is divided in two different parts.
Yeah.
I had to average
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah.
I had to average it out.
Yeah.
So tell me what's the 4-4 and what's the 2-4?
So you said access to talent,
Yes.
writers.
Right. 4.
We are doing well.
Yeah, we have talents.
We have talents. We are writing well. Actors are amazing. They are phenomenal. The talent pool in Nigeria, you spot for choice, to be honest.
What's your 2?
You said the other one was
Creative people, crew, different things.
And support for storytelling culture.
support for storytelling. We don't have any kind of serious workshops or training for actors. There's no training for anyone.
For crew.
Again, Nigeria is a one-man mopo system. So in other words, almost all the actors, all the crew, everyone is self-taught and self-trained. Some have traveled out to get knowledge, and that doesn't translate to work in Nigeria because your experience sometimes really doesn't matter in Nigeria. It's more like who you know and what you know. And sometimes just being on set, you can learn to be a cameraman or learn to be a sound man without actually having to go to school. So the ones that went to school sometimes don't get the job.
That's a lot to just drop right there. Sure enough.
So I saw the one on average, and to be fair, because when you get these questions, it depends on how you interpret it. So when you look at it from the angle, and I understand what he said, what you school said about the actors are responsible choice. I understand what he means when he sees writers, he has good moods. When I look at the industry as a whole, yes, right?
Yes.
So basically, my interpretation of that question is, if I put out a note for people to send pitches in, and I get 500 pitches or 100 pitches,
Right.
what percentage am good? It's 10%. And 10% is 1/10.
Facts.
Now, I am lucky that either through my business partners in the past, I've been introduced to a pool of very good writers. I am also lucky, either due to the company that commissions me, that I've been introduced to a pool of very good writers. But when you read in a year 100 pitch documents, 100 script ideas, 100 stories, right? Those that are good are not up to 10%. So we still score them on. Do you get? Now, also, when you're in my position and you put out a notice for auditions, and I understand that everybody that auditions is not an actor, right? But as he said, when you go through all those monologues, right? Yeah, as of this interview, my expiration for the one I put out hasn't expired yet. There's probably a little over 2,100 or something out of this weekend.
Entries.
Yes, entries. But there are 200 good ones out there. Let's call it spade a spade. Do you understand? And 200 out of 2,001, that's the 10%. So we're back to the one.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? Because the one is actually out of 5. That's 20%. So I need to get 400. There's no way there's 400 videos. There's just no way. So I let my dynamic duo of Ogunmola Company go through.
No.
Yes.
Thoughts.
So they send the top 100, the top 200. I ask for the top 200 and I don't get up to 200. That's how I know.
If you raise a 5 or you 1.
Yes, do you get? So it's not as if, so we have an interesting industry, in my opinion, according to that talent, right? That question. We have an interesting thing where those that are good are very good. But the majority, maybe vast majority, maybe depending on who, and it also depends now. Somebody else may put, I doubt it, but the majority, maybe vast majority, haven't had access to the training.
Yeah.
When you have the time to talk to some people, you will see that they are good. They have the talents, they just not had the training to pull them out. I have a few friends that either have gone to training, some of these training facilities now, and are helping young people come up. They know those are skills.
And also because we are in a space where we have, if you want to do cinema film, there's almost a pool of people.
Yes, sir.
So in your mind, you think we have so much. We
Whether it's
don't
actors
have
or writers,
writers,
the whole.
You cannot build an industry with only 5 people being the best of the best.
you can't build with 10, sir.
Yep.
You can't build it like
And they're overworked.
And they're overworked, overbooked.
Overbooked.
Ladies and gentlemen, next pillar that we're going to be looking at is funding and investment. I'm going to ask my guest, Director, calm down.
I'm ready to pick.
Access to public and private financing, presence of grants, tax incentives, and co-production agreements, as well as investor confidence and risk appetite of local film projects. Guests, please take your card.
This is hard.
So,
This is hard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I understand where it's coming from. I understand where it's
I don't even know.
am I answering for the industry as a whole, or am I answering for myself?
Please let me just answer.
Based on yourself.
Based on yourself, okay. I'll take it. It's hard.
It depends. I'm either here for myself personally, or it's this.
Uncle Femi, take 5. Take
No.
5, and I know why. I just remember you now, sir. Take 5. Out of all of us, sir.
No, I can't take 5 because right, we are in Nigeria,
Yeah.
right? There's still the Nigerian factor. So Nigeria doesn't have patient investments. But people are used to investing in certain things that are showing money coming. Ideally, all over the world, this thing we do, right? The investors are patient with when and how the funds are going to come back. Nigeria doesn't happen. So I picked a 4 and a 2 because just this same me, there are projects where the financing is actually, it's not even a 4, it's 5. Funds come in. Do you get? This is what I want to do next, and the funds come. And then there are projects where, to self, I'm being extremely generous, right? Because it's always very far away from me.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's now, if I was to break it down into which comes up more, right? Then I have to think a bit. Then it's almost a flip of a coin. It's how you wake up in the morning. It's which investor you're talking to. You talk to one investor today, and they are all hunky dory next project, right? And then you talk to another investor, and that investor just says, true story. I follow you on Instagram.
Right.
this your film, is it out? In your mind, you look, it's not out.
So we're just trying to.
Because they're not trying to do anything. There's nowhere to put it. You know it's not out. So you're
Right.
literally asking somebody else to invest in another project where the one who is trying to sell. So
That's it.
it's an interesting industry.
JJC Skills, private and public financing, or rather funding and investment. Take your card again, so everybody can know.
He's very passionate about this one.
Zero. Go for it.
Nothing.
Tell me more.
Okay. Let me be fair. It's either you are here or you are here.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
Yeah.
I would say one or the other because when it comes to the public and
Private.
no, I would say the government or all kind of infrastructure, everything.
Expensive grants.
Yeah.
Nah, it's like buying a house in Nigeria from the bank, getting a loan.
Wow.
This is it. Knocked on many doors.
How did you fund your film?
Gang.
Tell me about that.
This one here is the private part of movie making. Majority, I find, or the majority of the businesses I've done in the past, except for commissioned jobs, which is for them,
Right.
majority of the jobs I have done movie-wise, it's been privately funded. Like this, Hakeem Seeking Justice, I literally had to empty my bank, then go to my family, collect, knock on doors for friends,
Yeah, right.
collect, then private investors. I'm talking about, this is a huge, I told you it's like 2-year project. So we're talking about huge. We're talking about buying cars, destroying the cars,
Wow.
so many different things that had to happen to achieve this. So it was only possible because private investors and people that, angel investors, that's the one.
Yeah.
You know, it just came like,
It was very, very interesting because like the diverse comments and opinions just really showed like how like there's a lot going on in the industry, and one I don't think we're really talking about it much because like even just from this is just 3 filmmakers alone, and you can just see the vast opinions and you know the different experiences. Number 4 pillar is distribution.
You didn't
and
ask me, but
exhibition.
okay.
Oh my god.
They didn't ask
Yes.
me because they didn't think I need
Bolaji.
investment. Like investors don't need to give me money.
Funding
They just
and
look at me
investment.
like,
You gave a
I
1.
had to give it 1, and
Right.
I didn't talk about that. I'll let it go, but because
No.
I mean they are young filmmakers as well who are trying to make stuff and just try to build a name for themselves. I need to
Right.
talk about it, and the truth, and it's fair. And I'll speak in different 2 parts. Is
Awesome.
if you don't invest, if you're an unknown filmmaker who is just fresh out of film school, or you just have it, you learned on YouTube or wherever it is and you want to try out, I don't think people are going to give you money. And that is also something, and it's fair because you need to show traction
Yes.
before they can invest. And there's also this part of young filmmakers also not having access or information to these grants. And also the fact that the people that, even the government can also say, okay, let's give people that are green. We don't get that. You go to back of industry, you go to so many places, and they'll tell you, oh, this person has already been signed for this. This person has already collected this. What happens to the young people like me who's also trying to make stuff that they're passionate about? So that's why I say I give you the one, because before you even reach there, the national cake has finished.
Wow.
They say, why are you giving? Who is she? Who knows her?
And an
Who
interesting
does-
question to even ask you
Yes,
is, so how do you then build that track record?
So you start small, but aim big. It is okay to start wherever you are. It is not okay to stay wherever you are. So, but which is what I have also done. When I say 1, it's not at this point in my career. I think I can easily raise money from angel investors. Maybe that's really government, because they say, what has she done? Oh, she did this one with this different. But for people that know my work and have said, okay, there's something here, let me invest in her to do something bigger. But for the government to, so everything I've done has been self-funded family efforts.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So because of our time, I'm going to take the final pillar, which is distribution and exhibition. How would you grade? How would you grade the industry in terms of reach of domestic cinemas, streaming platforms and TV, presence of local film festivals, as well as quality and number of theaters, multiplexes, and distribution networks? Yes, please take your cards.
okay.
For your sake, you are in cinemas, right? For your sake.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Cinemas right
No.
now. I'm telling you.
No.
Even me, I'm going to cinemas right now.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Distribution is amazing. Nigeria distribution is the best.
For your sake.
Bolaji.
For your sake, Mr.
There we go.
So my 0 is for I heard distributor, Abi.
Yes.
I heard
And
exhibitor.
yes.
So what does it just call it? See, festivals are trying now.
Yeah.
Film festivals are trying. That's
I
my
didn't
Yes.
enough.
no, so do we have enough?
Yes.
I don't know because I think the guys that are coming up, I'm seeing some nice film festival. Chuku Martins has a festival.
That's surreal. Sorry.
Annual mischief.
Annual Mischief.
And there's another one.
There's Surreal. There's
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, 16.
The guy that
Yes.
did
Surreal 16.
Yes.
CJ Abba and
Yes.
Mike's
Yes.
festival.
Yes.
They have festivals coming up. I was a jury in Edo International Film Festival.
Yes.
There are nice
Yeah.
film festivals coming up. There's one about to do a study at Ibadan Film Festival. Yes, they actually invited me a year or two ago to speak to their students when I was shooting Masquerades of Aniedo in Ibadan. So with the festivals, they're trying.
Good.
Yeah.
They're trying. Festivals,
Give it to that.
exhibitors, distributors, 0. Come and beat me. Come and beat me. You know where I am now. Man, I only try. No, they're not trying. Let's call it spade a spade. They're not trying. They're not trying to make things better, right? They're not trying to do. They're not even moving the ball forward. Now, I'm sure if you call them here, they will come up with all their stories about they have to do this, they have to ungenerate that. But they've been telling us those stories. I made my first film in 2010 or 09 into 2010, and it was released in cinemas 2011, right? So I've heard all their stories. They've been giving this story since then.
Right.
The same thing, these young people, right? And I swear, I'm saying these young people. That's the time I used to be the young guy. The same thing, people making these films. There's one out, there's one that just went through cinemas. I don't know if it's still in cinemas. The same complaints, we're seeing them complain on social media, right? We saw those complaints. I made those complaints over a decade ago. It's not fair now. That means they're not going. Then why did we go through that? That means a group of people just want to be making money, right? They don't want to try. They don't want to move. The percentage sharing is still the same. I was one that I used to push for a percentage sharing difference. They were like, oh, when things get better. Things are better now. Nollywood is bringing in, if not as much as Hollywood is bringing in,
Close to half.
right? If it's not 50, it's very close, right? By now, those percentage sharing should have changed. One. By now, the way our films are marketed in the cinema halls should have changed. The cinema should have upgraded their style. By now, the way they're putting everybody's marketing things out there. By now, that silly thing that cinemas do, when after 1 or 2 weeks, they will now pull a Nigerian film's standee. They'll go and hide it somewhere. All that nonsense should have stopped by now. But it hasn't stopped. I'm still listening to young producers complain about these things. It's not right. If we went through it a decade ago, people shouldn't be going through it now. People shouldn't. Let's call a spade here.
And that's an interesting conversation because almost everybody here has done a cinema.
Yes.
You did summary. Tell me about summary.
I had to hawk somebody. I didn't market it. I literally had to hawk it from 10 a.m. to 12 midnight. Begging people. There are days that I broke down and I felt so bad. I felt so small. I felt so unseen. Talking about what Uncle Femi was talking about, even to the manager at the cinema, talking to you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
It's emotional.
And you're coming to the cinemas.
Yeah.
August 1st.
August 1st. So
How is that going?
amazing. Distribution company are amazing.
This man.
Like
Let's
this
break this.
this is the best. Nigeria is the best.
And he has to say
I'm-
that.
I'm-
If he doesn't say it that way, if he doesn't
But
give
this doesn't change things. Because
Okay, so let me just say something. Let me just say something, right?
because
Let me just say. Okay,
say,
let me
yeah,
just
say-
let me just say something, right? This
let's
is
be
it.
fair.
It's fine.
He has made a film.
yes.
He needs to
We could.
make
Sir.
some money back.
Thank you very much.
The only thing he can do right now is put up a fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Okay.
These people, the distributors, the cinema exhibitor guys, I'm saying it, they're very childish.
Before my child, the screen like showing my
They're very
thing
childish. They
becomes the
propose it
broken
again.
one.
So let them
No
come at
wahala.
me. Feel free.
Alright, so this is it, right? I think
Is where-
again, this is Nigeria,
is where-
right? And majority, I would say, majority of the distributors are, what do you call it? Film houses. They are, you know,
The cinema houses.
cinema houses.
Yeah. Okay, mean they own their own cinema
They
house.
own their own cinema.
Yeah.
Majority of them, the big ones anyway. Once you know that, go into the game with that mentality.
So we're in
So,
Vegas.
Hmm?
We're
When in Vegas,
Kalo. On July
Wow.
6th.
uh-huh.
Can you
So-
imagine?
so what
Can you
Casino.
imagine?
I was
Intent-
I was intentional from beginning while making this movie. Even though I actually created it for a streaming platform. Unfortunately, before the movie got finished, the streaming platforms pulled out of Nigeria. But no problem. While I was shooting the movie, I was thinking ahead just in case. And I made soundtrack music with the actors.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the clip.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's good.
I did another song solo for DME. I did one even with Gabriel Aflayon. I did one with Skills and Konga. Yeah. So I did all of that using my background in music
Yeah.
to create additional content. With last minute, it was what I was using as the engine to actually push this movie. So everywhere you go, you'll be seeing Zubi singing, dancing. Everyone's like, oh, what's going on? So forget about the movie. I'm getting your attention through music, through different kind of avenues,
Nice.
and just basically playing that psychological social media game. And forgetting about the distributors, because they would, in my mind, they would take the movie and put it in the cinemas. But they're not going to do more than that for me, because it's my movie. So I got to fight for myself. Again, another Nigerian mentality. Fight for yourself.
Another interesting conversation I want to have is the sharing formula. Because again, you have 35% going to filmmaker and 65% going to the tax, to the distributor, to the exhibitionist, and then another whatever way they share it and comes back to the cinema owner, the distributor, and who's even your distributor. Yeah, I'm gonna see. How does that work for you as a filmmaker who has investors? And what are you even telling your investors in terms of sharing ratio?
Speechless, because to be honest, I don't know. I took a huge gamble with this movie, and even before I started, a lot of people said, "Don't do it." Filmmakers, distributors, even
A distributor don't make this film.
say, "Don't do it," because of how much I was budgeting to use,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Don't do it," and I'm like, "But if we don't do this,
There are a few honest ones, in fairness.
how are we going to?"
Yeah, I feel honest.
Yeah, there's a few honest ones. How do we cross over that genre? Because there is that action film genre that we haven't conquered. I mean, we've taken a little dab with, we've done
Tried?
dramas with a little bit of action in it.
Yes.
We've done
Comedy?
some comedy with a little bit of action in it, but not a full-blown action movie with some drama and comedy and everything mixed into it. So to do that was very expensive, and I'm just thinking to myself, okay, you know what? At least let us do it. If we don't make it back in the cinema, hopefully I'll make it back from the streaming platforms.
That was the formula before. Now we don't know.
So we don't know. So it's a gamble in some parts. For me,
It's a big gamble.
it's a very big. But then again, I believe that Nigerians love action film. I believe that if we give them the right action film, they will all come out. That's my hope.
So,
And that's my
yeah, I
gamble.
just have a question, and my guys, you can just answer. Is it the issue? Is it the quality of the film or the idea of Nollywood in the minds of audience?
I think it's the quality. I think people are
I
tired.
honestly don't know the answer to that question, because I've heard people I respect their opinion when it comes to breaking down what goes on in cinema. Right? Some of them go left on that question, some of them go right, some of them are smack in the middle.
So in my opinion, when it comes to movies, and we make a lot of movies in Nigeria, right? I think we're like the second in the world.
Yes.
We make a lot of content, but I think we need to figure out the fact that there's some films that are for YouTube, some films are for streaming, and some films are cinema films. Nigeria, I believe, apart from some epics and some stuff, we don't really make a lot of cinema films. I would not go and watch a I'm sorry, but I would not go and watch a love story from America, from Japan, from anywhere in the cinema. I'm not the kind of person. I'll watch it.
I saw, what's the name of this film? Crazy Rich Asians. 5 times.
In the cinema?
Yes!
Yeah.
Because I love.
Exactly. So I, just like a lot of people, just like there's people that love music.
Yes.
I love.
Yes.
Now I feel like the genre, people that love the action movie genre, they will never go to the cinema to watch any of those other movies. Even if, I don't care if it's Tyler Perry or anyone.
The die has been cast now. I can't wait to see the others and see. Because the truth is, it was the same time that Red Circle came out and the Korean film came out. What's happening?
Yellow Day.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Yellow Day.
So that's all I'm going to say.
The Yellow Day is epic.
Is that the reason why that film sold though?
It's epic. We have a love for epic in Nigeria. We love it. Yeah, epic is a thing.
Yeah, epic is
It's a thing. Like,
because I also have a theory. I have a theory that.
What's your theory?
My theory is that both people, a lot of them don't come out. People that speak a lot on the social media platforms, they don't come out. They're at home watching straw.
Right, on streaming platforms.
Not paying their 10,000 naira or 15,000 naira to go watch your film. The people that come and watch your films are people that they see it as an occasion. They are coming to. It's an event.
It's an event.
it's an event. Outing.
And you're understanding the country that you're in is very, very important.
Yeah.
80% of Nigerians are poor.
Jesus.
So you're telling me that if I want to come to the cinema, which is supposed to be an event, I won't come and see another one. I'm not going to come and see a towing that I used to watch. You see, that's what I said. Is it the quality of the film or the mindset of the audience that you're going to go and reach?
We're always quiet there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very, very interesting conversation. I really, really love this. I think this is one of my favorite episodes that I can't wait to release on YouTube, because again, I think these are conversations we should try. The more we talk about it, the more we have public conversations about this, the more we are aware, and the more we are aware, the more the potential we can solve this. Seeking justice.
Yeah, Hakeem Seeking Justice. Hakeem Seeking Justice. You ready?
Stars. Who are the stars? Give them the stars.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go out and watch Hakeem Seeking Justice on the 1st of August, featuring DME,
Yes.
Zubi Michael,
Yes.
Shoma Quota,
Yes.
SODK.
Yes.
Oh my God. Gabriel Falayon, Ali Nuhu, Lico Rose, White Money,
Come on.
Scales.
Come on.
It goes on and on.
Star-studded.
Star-studded. Best African Nigerian action film ever. Go. Testify.
And we need people to start to do things like this. You need people that have audacity. If you're not audacious, you can't move the industry forward.
Awesome.
And when we have people that are this audacious, like here's like some of the up and coming young filmmakers have done this year, right? If the onus is on the exhibitors to not play games,
Yep.
the onus is on the distributor to go out of their way to make sure, because somebody pulling out the standee from where it has been hit, I don't understand why the distributor is collecting 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't think they do more than 15%. I don't know why this will collect from 10 to 15%.
I can't defend it.
And cannot be going to the cinemas and be doing these things. Do you get, right? The distributors have to do their jobs. All these ideas this man has come up with himself, it's not, that's a distributor's job anywhere in the post. It's only in Nigeria that they tell you just want to collect 10%. So and just sit down at home and be pressing phone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Seeking Justice, please watch the cinemas. JJC Skills, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bolaji Ogunmola, appreciate your thoughts. Femi Ogunsanwo, thank you so much. Welcome to High Show. Ladies and gentlemen, that is on this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I still remain your host, Akintunde Damilare. Please feel free to share this particular episode with your industry friends and filmmakers and film financiers for them to really understand how the industry works and how we can move forward. Till next time, bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.